Packers, the O-line, a bunch of free agents there, getting old. Aaron Rodgers held the ball too much. Despite that, he was still getting rushed hard. Are they going to address that offensive line to protect their franchise star?
See, Green Bay is in a spot where they can go best player available. They have so many. They can go cornerback, they can go safety, they can go lineman. I think they take the best lineman on the board, Brian Bulaga from Iowa, one of the more underrated linemen in this draft. He's dropping down the board, but I think he's probably one of the top linemen in this draft. But I think they show up that offensive line, grab Bulaga, and then look to address defensive help in the second round.
Iowa has a pretty solid foundation over there for their football team, and I think that'd be a nice transition from Iowa to Green Bay, and it's a pretty good fit right there. So Philadelphia at number 24 fell apart late in the season, but this team in the middle of the year, they were one of the best in the NFL. Where are they going to go? Because their future is very uncertain.
Well, they need to go safety, but I don't think they're going to take Taylor Mays. I think they go defensive line, which is another need, defensive end, to get to the quarterback, and I think they'll take a chance on Jean-Pierre Paul from South Florida. Guy is kind of a one-year wonder, but I think in that Eagle scheme where they just turn on the switch and you get after the quarterback, I think he'll do well in that aspect. So I think they'll take Pierre Paul as opposed to Taylor Mays.
A lot of upside. In my mock draft, I had him going early first round, too. He's catching a lot of attention. This guy could go in the middle of the first round. Baltimore Ravens. Early in the year, getting torched. Without Ed Reed, secondary looked even worse. He's getting old. He's getting banged up. He might want to retire. I doubt he does, though. So they have a free agent, DeJuan Landry, at the safety position. Are they going to address the secondary?
Well, I would have put Aurelius Ben in this spot, but by them signing Stallworth, in their mind, they probably think they have a number one target, even though they still need a wide receiver. But who they probably will pick is a cornerback. So I give them Patrick Robinson from Florida State. Although they should take Aurelius Ben with this pick, or Demaryius Thomas from Georgia Tech. But I think they'll go defense. You know, Ozzie Newsome, build that defense up. So I think Patrick Robinson from Florida
Even
State.
with the defensive year the Seminoles has had, any football player defensively out of FSU is a threat, and the years to come, they'll still keep coming in and having an impact in the NFL.
And he's a Baltimore type of player. He's physical. He has ball skills, and he can tackle. And they love that aspect about all the cornerbacks. They can get up there and tackle.
Another team with an uncertain future is the Arizona Cardinals. Carlos Dansby may be on the move, so where are they going to go?
They need somebody to rush the pass from the outside linebacker position, or they need an inside backer. But I think they take Sergio Kendall, a guy that can get after the quarterback, underrated as a defensive end in college, outside linebacker hybrid. They run a 3-4, so I think they go Sergio Kendall with that pick. That would be an awesome pick for the Arizona Cardinals.
And the Dallas Cowboys at number 27. Hey, some people are already saying that the Cowboys should be the favorite to reach the NFC, the Super Bowl for the NFC to represent them. So where do you think they go?
Well, people attack the Cowboys in that back half of that secondary, the safety spot. Here's the best safety in the draft. You have Taylor Mays falling down this far. Cowboys scoop him up, run up there with the card. Taylor Mays is a physical presence. He's going to scare wide receivers from going across the middle. All he has to work on is his ball skills. He's going to have to make some plays on the ball. He only caught one interception in college against Cal, so he has to make plays on the football. But physicality, big, fast, can hit you in the mouth. That's what you want out of safety. They're going to take Taylor Mays.
You're selling out Sensible and Hamlin then.
Yeah.
And the San Diego Chargers, another team. They have problems with Antonio Cromartie. They're trying to move him, so who knows where they're going to go. LT probably not coming back. He's not coming back. So they could go running back, offense, defense. What do you think?
I think they go running back, but they should take Javed Best from Cal, but I think they might take Ryan Matthews from Fresno State. More complete back guy that reminds me a lot of Pierre Thomas, 5'11", 215 pounds, runs behind his pads, physical player, and can catch football in the backfield. He's more of the complete back in the draft, can block, run, and catch. So I think they go Ryan Matthews with that pick.
Well, the Jets have a lot of free agents, and they might not make a lot of moves in free agency, so they really need to have a big draft to keep that momentum building into this year. Where do you think the Jets go?
The Jets need a receiver, a true number one receiver that can catch the football to make defenses honest in the passing game. But I think they also need a defensive end. They have problems rushing the passer. They got to be praising the football guys that Brandon Graham fell to them, and they take Brandon Graham with this pick. He can play defensive end, outside linebacker, especially in that 3-4. So they get two positions with one with this guy who is
Yeah.
catching steam this late in the
Absolutely.
process, and he's a tremendous pass
He's the
rusher.
real deal. He might end up in the top 20 when it's all said and done. So
True.
his stock is rising. The Minnesota Vikings, where will they go?
They have a lot of needs. They can go secondary because you look at the
Cedric Griffin is really tore up his knee, which is pretty bad.
and toward late in the season, so you question whether or not he's going to be healthy for the first half of the season. So they can go corner, they can go safety, but I think they go D tackle. I think they take Dan Williams out of Tennessee. You have to get younger behind Pat Williams, so they get another Williams, and Dan Williams, a guy that I like a lot out of Tennessee, can really plug up the holes and rush the pass as well from the D tackle position.
Pat Williams is getting pretty old. Always need depth on that D line. Good pick there. And the Super Bowl runner-up, the Colts, where will they go?
Colts have to go defensive line as well too, so I think they take the next best D tackle and Brian Price out of UCLA, a guy that played tremendous in that bowl
He's
game
small,
against Temple.
but he's a beast.
But he's a beast, and he fits what they like to have at the D tackle position for the Colts. Those smallest D tackles that can get through the line, quick speed, but have the ability to play the run on the way to the quarterback. So Brian Price is the guy that they're going to get.
He's a crafty lineman right there. And the Saints, a bunch of free agents. They're going to bring back the top guys, but you always need depth, and you always need to improve on the defensive side of the ball. What do you think they got?
The glaring needs the Saints had defensively, I've been saying it all year, is outside linebackers. Fujita as well as Shanley. These guys know where they're supposed to be, but they don't make the play. In comes Sean Witherspoon. You have an outside linebacker like Witherspoon that can hit as well as cover, as well as effectively blitz and get to the quarterback. That's going to help out that blitz package
Pairing
a
him
lot.
with Vilma, that's a lot of
That's
speed.
a lot of speed
position.
and a lot of toughness. You saw Witherspoon in that Senior Bowl matchup directing defense, and he's a vocal leader. So now you have two guys with vocal leadership on their defense. You have to make a guy like Greg Williams really happy, man, that he gets a guy like Sean Witherspoon at 32nd.
He has the potential to be a star of this guy. Sort of like Elvis Dumerville, under the radar. Not gonna wow you in the hotel lobby, but on the field, he's a real deal.
This guy has been a number one outside linebacker last year and this year, and the drop all the way down to 32, and the Saints grabbed him to continue to build their defense.
Another guy who's going to be flying up the charts. It's going to be a great draft in April. The draft starts on a Friday night, which is a change for you traditionalists.
Right.
So get used to it, and it's up and coming very fast. That's Emery Hunt for our version 2 of our NFL mock drafts. In a couple of weeks, we'll be back with version 3. For more, visit footballgameplan.com and take a look at youtube.com/footballgameplan.